Do I take my remorseful boyfriend back after I left him after finding out he cheated in the beginning of our relationship? Or do I stick to my decision of leaving him? I, 20F, found out about my boyfriend, 25 meters, cheating on me just a couple days ago. The incidents happened 2 times that I know of, took place 4 months into our relationship. The woman he cheated with saw a pic of us and showed me all the evidence through texts and Snapchats and videos. While on the phone with her getting the details, she was super nice about it and agreed it was fine. My boyfriend could not even stay in the same room, he looked extremely guilty and ashamed. I took all my things and left, and he was crying. Me and the girl still keep in contact as I feel like it helps me reassure myself that leaving is the right decision. She too was cheated on in the past and says she wishes someone warned her. He is very sweet and I do not hate her at all. Since then, 2 days ago, I have blocked his number, but he has sent me a dozen emails every day, and found another way to call me. He says he's willing to even talk about this incident with my parents and ask forgiveness from everyone. He says he'll research ways to keep a relationship going after infidelity and do whatever he needs to, even if it takes like 2 years. He says he wants us to live together and get married in the future, and he can only see a future with me. I'm not exactly sure what kind of advice I'm looking for here, but do I give him a second chance? Not even by taking him back right away. But should I take a couple weeks of space from him then revisit the issue? The timeline of stuff is something I'm confused on too. She told me from the beginning that the last time they had sex was July. And he says that the last time they saw each other was August. However, he didn't have sex with her because he felt guilty, so he told her to leave. She didn't comment on August, just that they last had sex July. When I asked why he kept in contact with her so long after the incident, he said that the girl had always been very clingy, so he wanted to end their relationship on a note where she wouldn't contact him again. He was cheating on me in June/July/ and I guess August too. But messaged her in November to ask if everything was fine, and then sent a final Merry Christmas message. But she says that he kept asking her, "Do you hate me? Would you like to come over in the next couple of weeks?" Don't think she has any reason to lie as she has proof for July, but he swears he didn't ask her to link again in November. I told him how all of these actions were wrong on his part and past all my boundaries. He says he takes full responsibility and doesn't even know why he kept in contact with her. I told him it's probably so that he could still have access to her and cheat again, but he says he just wanted to make sure she was fine. Still don't know what that even means though. I really loved him and I do feel extremely betrayed and disrespected. I loved everything about our relationship and we have grown in various ways together, but what I'm having trouble with is not knowing when he is being genuine or not. If I take him back, is he likely to cheat again? During our relationship he always promised never to cheat, so now I know how much of a good liar he is. He told me that the 2 times he cheated, he told me he was sick and ended our bedtime calls a bit early or acted distant out of guilt. But during that time I was oblivious and very much in love. He says I could have his phone all the time and have the passwords to any accounts. I'm not sure what to do. As he was sending the emails begging for me back, I was very sure of my decision in leaving him. But then he called me, I didn't recognize the number and picked up thinking it was my delivery order, and after talking on the phone I just feel like maybe I should give him another chance, or that if the roles were switched he would give me one. His ex cheated on him and he gave her a second chance. But is he just saying these things to get me back and then mistreat me again? Or does he really love me and genuinely wants to change and rebuild the relationship? To be honest, and this will sound very stupid of me, but my gut is telling me to give him a second chance for some reason. If he cheats again, shame on me for giving him the opportunity to, but what if he actually doesn't? I am just really confused. I appreciate all the comments BTW, the good, mean, heartfelt, ugly etc. Just any advice and opinions would mean a lot, as I feel like it's a time-sensitive issue. I want to leave as I feel I deserve better, but he is telling me he will do everything and anything to become better. Even counseling. TL, doctor, should I, 20F, take my boyfriend, 25 meters, back after I found out he cheated on me twice in the beginning of our relationship? He says he swears he has changed and developed more respect for me now than he did in the beginning. He said he's willing to do whatever to get our relationship back, regardless of how long it takes. Find someone who will love and respect you enough to never put you in a situation like that again. I'm going to say this as nicely as possible, and I mean no offense, you'd be very stupid if you took him back. He did it not once but twice. He says he'll research ways to keep a relationship going after infidelity and do whatever he needs to, even if it takes like 2 years. Says he wants us to live together and get married in the future, and he can only see a future with me. Of course he's saying all this. He's going to tell you what you want/need to hear in order for you to take him back. Do yourself a favor, block and delete this guy off everything. You're 20 years old and there are plenty of men out there who will love and appreciate you for you and not even be remotely tempted to cheat. I didn't read past the title. Where is your self-respect? Of course you don't take back a cheater. Are there no other men in your general vicinity to date? Lots to unpack here. First, if he truly was sorry, he would have fessed up months ago. He's just sorry 'cause he's been caught. He put your health at risk by sleeping with someone else while possibly unprotected. Next, he kept texting her to come over in a few weeks. That means he probably wanted to hook up with her again. He didn't do it to check on her as he claims. At the very least he should have blocked her if he was truly invested in you. Now he's love bombing instead of respecting your decision to leave. He's calling and texting when you should be taking time to heal. Sounds clingy, manipulative, and controlling. Oh, and he's been cheated on, knows how much it hurts, but still chose to cheat. Please, I was cheated on 9 years ago, but haven't he cheated on anyone because I'm not selfish and cruel. You said that his dad cheated, so again, he knows how cheating destroys lives, but still chose to cheat twice? Yikes. Lastly, there's tons of guys out there with cool homes and degrees who will buy you stuff who won't cheat on you and hide it for 6 months. There will be a guy who's faithful to you. Don't waste your time, girl. We all, one of us, have opportunities to cheat. The difference between those who do and those who don't is integrity. Your BF just showed you he has none. That means there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that will prevent him from cheating again in the future. He'll just make a greater effort to not get caught. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. You can do better. Move on. There's lots of guys out there with character and integrity who won't hurt you like this. How can I, 22F, get my BF, 22M, to understand that his jokes hurt me? I don't really know what to do. I don't know who to turn for advice, so I decided to turn to Reddit. I have been severely depressed lately on numerous things, but the one thing that is bugging me the most is how my boyfriend has been acting towards me when I get upset and try to talk to him about it. I try to explain it to him, I try putting it in his logic, I try putting him in my shoes, but somehow it's always my fault. Every time I try explaining to him how his actions, jokes, comments, it hurts me and how I wish he could understand and change it, he just laughs at me and says it's just a joke. Why are you so sensitive, Ect? I am really sensitive, I get that, but I know disrespect when I see it and I am not going to let it happen to me, so of course I am going to be very vocal about it. I also have a tendency to raise my voice when I get upset because he never listens to me, and I am sure it would hurt and irritate anyone. I know it's the wrong approach, but it's really upsetting, you know? Instead of him even trying to understand or realize his wrongs, and because I raise my voice, he turns it around onto me and says that I am the problem and that I need to take accountability for my actions. Like, huh? He says I get mad and upset over everything and I need to learn how to let loose and take jokes. He makes jokes about buying mail order brides, how he wouldn't be able to control himself if another girl flirted, made advances towards him, asking where white women were at literally every hour of the day, and so many other things that I can't even think of because I am really upset right now. He even makes racist/sexist jokes and I always call him out for it because it pisses me off, but I apparently can't take a joke. But if it hurts me, or even others, and I express it and communicate it, like how any relationships are, then I feel like he should understand that, take accountability for them and apologize, but instead he just insults me for being upset to the point where he just laughs and laughs while I cry until I stop or leave. Like, am I in the wrong for being upset? Like I don't know how to feel, to the point that I start to question if I am the problem. I really don't know what to do. Too long didn't read, My boyfriend says a lot of hurtful jokes and claims that they aren't and that I am too sensitive to laugh/take the joke. What do I do? Girl, honey, we step over dog shit. We don't try to get down to its level and understand it. Do you tell your best friend to stay with something who did this to her? He knows he hurts you. He doesn't care. What are you getting from this relationship that you can't get from anyone else? Besides emotional abuse, which is what this is. Were you depressed before you met him? I invite you to consider the possibility that he understands but doesn't care. You can't teach someone something they don't wish to learn. Hun, in another question I might suggest you talk firmly about boundaries and what is acceptable and what the harm is to the relationship. But not here. This man insults and laughs at you while you cry. The person who is failing to understand here is you. You are failing to understand what he is clearly telling you. He doesn't give a rat's ass about your feelings. He's going to keep on behaving this way. Your pain is even funny to him. As funny as these jokes. You don't fix this man. You walk away from him. I, 26F, don't feel good enough for my boyfriend, 31. My boyfriend and I have been dating for a while and we have a great relationship. I absolutely believe him when he says I'm beautiful/sexy/perfect, etc. in that he believes it when he says it. I just don't believe it about myself. I've never been conventionally pretty and I have been rated between a 2/10 and a 4/10, plus I'm overweight, which I'm working on. He is very attractive, and lean and in shape, but I'm not. He doesn't think I need to change but I end up feeling embarrassed for him when we're out in public because I think God people must think he's weird for dating me. How can I stop thinking this way? TL, doctor, how do I become more confident in myself so I can be happy with my boyfriend? Edit, not looking for weight loss advice. Thank you. I'm already dealing with that on my own. Edit 2, thank you so much to the 2 people who awarded this post 3. LMFAO, I have most people focused on the little thing she said about being overweight. I feel like you need to work on your self-confidence. Sure, little things can improve your appearance but ultimately low self-esteem will always be low self-esteem. Try telling yourself how amazing you look every morning. Fall in love with yourself. Admire yourself. Your boyfriend finds you beau today, I fucked up. Don't worry about the world's beauty standards or what people have said. Heart, heart, heart. Hey, I'm really glad you believe your boyfriend's compliments towards you. I'm happy you found someone truly sincere and who loves you. My question to you is, what is conventionally attractive? People use this term loosely, but I personally believe it is damaging on all levels. Sure, this premise may work when speaking on popular celebrities. However, I encourage you to think about pretty in a new way, regarding actual people. I've had many conversations with friends about who we find attractive, and our answers differ a lot. I for one, know that one of my good friends wouldn't have looked twice at my boyfriend on the street, whereas in my eyes he is the most attractive person I've met. My key point here is perspective. Your boyfriend thinks highly of you. When he says you're beau today, I fucked up/sexy/perfect, what does he describe? This can mean certain aspects of your body or face that he finds to fit those adjectives. Ask him what makes you beau today, I fucked up. In the past, my boyfriend has even mentioned a little dimple in the middle of my lower spine that he finds cute. It's about finding parts of you that you didn't even know were there. If he does go into specifics, hold those closely to you. Write them down, repeat them to yourself in the mirror. Keep a journal of your progress. Practice self-love in small ways. It adds up. Even imagine him saying it to you all over again. Your body does amazing things for you, and it is loved by someone dearly. You need to add one more person into that equation, yourself. Focus on a different part of your body/face every so often, daily, weekly, whatever works for you, and think about everything you like about it. How does it serve you? How does this part of you enhance you? Don't punish yourself for negative thoughts. They're part of the process. Instead, you'll find yourself replacing them in time. I hope you found this helpful.